Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is your Vedic astrology coach Rajat Kapoor and welcome to my channel The Legit Astrologer. In my channel I make videos on Vedic astrology. I talk about transits. In this video I'm going to talk about Jupiter's transit in Punarvasu Nakshatra, which is ruled by Jupiter himself. That is happening until mid-June 2026. Jupiter is going to stay in Punarvasu Nakshatra. This nakshatra based transit is a perfect opportunity for those who are looking at second chances. Certain things that did not work in the past, now is the second chance for you. Let's try and understand how this will have an impact on all 12 ascendant signs. For Aries ascendant signs, Jupiter becomes your 9th lord and the 12th lord. So it becomes a favorable planet or a Karak Graha because it rules your 9th house of fortune or Bhagya. We see long journeys from this house, spiritual education, higher education, father, lineage, and your dharma is seen from the 9th house. Jupiter also becomes the lord of the 12th house, the one who rules expenditure, losses, your higher self-consciousness, your sleep, your bed comforts, your spiritual inclination. Jupiter will be making a transit in your 3rd and the 4th house when it will be making a move in Punarvasu Nakshatra. So you can expect spiritual renewal. This will happen through communication because 3rd house represents communication. Jupiter represents wisdom, knowledge. He also represents intellect in some manner. Jupiter is the significator of optimism. It's a brief window for you to be more optimistic in terms of your approach. So certain delays that were there with regards to your communication, relationship with your siblings, and any delays, or if you planned to go on a journey and you could not go, now is the time when things will start moving. Things will start moving forward. Jupiter, though in 3rd house, is Maran Karak position. In October, it will enter your 4th house in the sign of Cancer for a brief period of less than 2 months. This will be a very optimistic time. Though Jupiter will be retrograde, it will be directly aspecting your 10th house and it will have a very strong aspect. So between October, November, it could bring some fruitful change as far as your career and job is concerned. You could expect extended learning outcomes. You will revisit certain philosophies in your life. You will reconnect with your elders, particularly with certain leaders, and if these leaders are of the opposite sex. If you're male, you will try to reconnect with female leaders. If you're a female, you will try to reconnect with male leaders, teachers, or guru. So if you were to look for a guru, look for a guru of the opposite sex. This is a spiritually renewed phase for you. Your communication will be the key. I would encourage you to journal in order to manifest and make the most of this transit because Jupiter is in a strong disposition. Particularly the last phase, Jupiter will be in Cancer Navamsha. It will be very strong through its last transit in the sign of Gemini, and I wish you the very best. Taurus ascendant sign. So what is happening? Jupiter, who is your 8th lord and the 11th lord, it is not the most ideal planet for you. It is a functional malefic. It is a potent malefic, because your Lagna is ruled by Venus and Venus and Jupiter do not share a cordial relationship. Now, this will be making a transit in your 2nd as well as 3rd house. Briefly, it will enter the 3rd house. It will be in Punarvasu Nakshatra, that is ruled by Jupiter himself. Now, during this phase, it is a phase of renewal, renewed energies, rebirth, something that will come back, something that will return. It is the time for second chances because Jupiter will also go retrograde in the coming months. What you can expect while making a transit in the 2nd house, Jupiter is the significator of this house. So your family ties are going to restore. There is certain financial karma. You will renew either your investments or make some credible long-lasting financial decisions that could give you some sense of stability. So make sure that you build your financial acumen during this time, and the involvement of your family is quite inevitable because this is here legacy is also involved. So you might be dealing with some inheritance related matters or family related matters where there could be some legal support that you might have to take. There will also be restoration of your communication skills or your emotional values. You could have unexpected gains These gains could be small as well, but they will be unexpected. So you could expect some sort of pleasantness. October through December is not the most ideal time for you to make some crucial or important decisions for yourself, because this is where you will have some sort of communication related karma, but you could go on journeys. Spiritual journeys, spiritual travel would be absolutely beneficial for you. You could expect over the course of next few months to do financial planning, build your financial acumen, and remedy Mercury, who is the dispositor of Gemini through this time. Use a Vishnu mantra in order to channelize these energies, and I wish you the very best. For Gemini ascendant signs, what is happening when Jupiter is moving through Punarvasu Nakshatra, which is the star nakshatra ruled by Jupiter himself. Jupiter becomes your 7th lord and the 10th lord. So it rules 2 quadrant houses. 7th lord of your spouse, your marriage, relationship, harmony, those people and things who are opposite to you, your outer world of people, things and events. Businesses and agreements are also seen from this house. Jupiter also becomes your 10th lord, the one who rules your work, your profession, your actions in the society. Now a nakshatra based transit does support us to some extent at the mental level, particularly when the planet is in good dignity. Jupiter is in an inimical sign, but it is making a transit through your lagna, through your ascendant, where it gains directional strength. Now Jupiter will be entering its own nakshatra, so it's rather in a comfortable position. I explained in the beginning that this nakshatra represents renewed energies, renewed focus, second chances in life. So it is an absolutely perfect time for you to rebuild your identity and any sort of partnership. This Jupiter will make a transit in your first house as well as your second house. It will also go retrograde. So repeated new beginnings in terms of your career, your work is expected to go through more than one transformation or change, and an optimum time for you to use your consultative skills. Build your consultative skills and leverage that to build your credibility, because Jupiter will help you strengthen your identity. If there were some issues that were created, now you will be able to resolve those issues when it comes to spouse related issues, relationship issues, or with those people who are opposite to you. Your public image is likely to improve. You will have greater focus on partnership and in terms of your evolvement at the spiritual level, and also in terms of your increase in wisdom, because Jupiter gives the power of wisdom. During this time, there are blessings of Lord Shiva. You must look at continuously developing yourself. You need to manage yourself and your finances. There is also renewed energies towards your finances. So you need to do some sort of budget exercise. You need to either invest your money somewhere, deal with some family matters, or bring some changes in your dietary requirement. Watch your health, your weight. This is one area where you have to maybe put more efforts. You will get less results, but you need to put more efforts there. Cancer ascendant sign. So what is happening when Jupiter is about to enter Punarvasu Nakshatra, which is its own nakshatra, mid of August 2025 till mid of June 2026. So for about 10 months, this last leg of transit in the sign of Gemini, where Jupiter will also enter Cancer, it will go retrograde back to Gemini in December, but it is in a comfortable position from a nakshatra point of view. Nakshatra based transit help us at a mental level. So this is bringing renewed energies. Jupiter for you is a Karak Graha. It's your 6th lord and the 9th lord. So it becomes the 9th lord of Bhagya, your dharma, long distance journey. Also the 6th lord of daily routine, your jobs, enemies, things that you do on a day-to-day basis. It will be making a transit through your 12th house and your 1st house. Briefly between mid-October till beginning of December, it will be making a transit in your ascendant where it gains directional strength. This will be Digbali. So this is absolutely a very good time with regards to 12th house matters, spiritual renewal. There is also possible international journeys or foreign journeys that you might undertake because Jupiter is your 9th lord. If you've been looking forward to settling outside of your home country, this could be a perfect time to plan for it. Any visa related matters or paperwork could move forward in the coming months. You would like to do a lot of introspection You would also like to get into meditation or any spiritual practices for inner expansion. This is what Jupiter demands while making a transit in the 12th house as well as the first house through its own nakshatra. Your health and your wealth should be your number one priorities, because health is the real wealth. You must remember that. Any issues that you faced in the past, now is the time when you will be able to resolve it by bringing a change in your lifestyle. This nakshatra based transit will mentally help you to bring in a 180-degree shift in your lifestyle. Now, certainly your expenses would be on a higher side, and that is at the mental level. So, the more you stay away from impulsiveness, you counter your impulsiveness, you will be able to manage your finances. Otherwise, this could lead to some unnecessary expenditure. Spend on dharma, give donations, offer help to those who need from a remedial point of view. Leo ascendant sign. So what is happening? Jupiter is about to enter Punarvasu Nakshatra, which is its own nakshatra. So Jupiter is going to be in a good dignity by the nakshatra based transit. In the beginning, I explained interesting facts about this nakshatra. Jupiter becomes your 5th and the 8th lord. Being the 5th lord, it is one of the most important planets, because 5th house represents your future, your children. Positional success is seen from this house, mantras are seen from this house, and also a sense of corruption or fall is also seen from this house, because with power comes corruption, and this is the Rajya Bhava. Jupiter also becomes the 8th lord of transformation, suddenness in life, your secrets, your desires, your weaknesses. This Jupiter is making a transit through your 11th and the 12th house. Punarvasu is about renewed energy. So there is definitely renewal when it comes to financial gains, when it comes to your sense of material wealth or your income. So your income will likely see an increase. This will happen through your creativity. You would also like to get involved in some romantic relationship, or some past relationship could resurface. Some financial decisions you took in the past could again resurface, reinitiate. Maybe you could not close some of your chapters previously, and you're now getting a second chance to do that. This is a cycle of resurgence or a closure. You have to close some of these things over the next few weeks. So either it could be related to your romantic relationship, your finances, your income. These are certain matters you have to deal with. Now, you could have certain gains through other people. If you work with other people, your friends could play a role, your colleagues could play a role. So make sure you take support of your people. And of course, you do some sort of reconciliation. You are likely to develop leadership capabilities. There will be authority that you will have while Jupiter makes a transit through this nakshatra. You could expect some sort of positional rise, or either a recognition that could be there. It's a very good time to build your influence, because mentally you will be in a better position. You will be optimistic momentarily before pessimism might kick again next year. So you have to be a little bit careful and try to make the most of this time. Virgo ascendant signs. So what is happening? Jupiter is about to enter Punarvasu Nakshatra, which is its own nakshatra. Jupiter for you becomes the 4th lord and the 7th lord. So it rules 2 Kendra houses, but it also becomes Bhadakesh, or the one who rules obstacles. It becomes the 4th lord of your happy space, your comfort space, your safe space. Those things that make you feel happy, that make you feel content. It also rules your mother. Being the 7th lord, it represents your spouse, your relationship, partnership, your attitude towards the outer world of people, things and events. This is the Jaya Bhava. We see peace as well as war from this house. This transit of Jupiter is happening through your 10th house and the 11th house. You could expect some sort of renewal, restart, and at the same time, life does give us second chances. So this is a second chance opportunity for you in terms of domestic renewal. Renewal with regards to your home life, your comfort life, things related to your home. Maybe some things that you would have been trying to do since a long time, repair work, renovation work, or some sort of movement with regards to your home. Now is the time when you will be able to do it. If there are any other real estate matters related to your assets, related to inheritance, joint properties, now you would see some movement. Certain partnerships you had previously might resurface, they may restart, or if you're looking to re-establish certain partnerships, this could be a perfect time for you to do that. Now you will start building deeper level understanding with regards to your relationship, with regards to your spouse. This time period could also bring in second opportunities or chances with regards to your work related matters, because Jupiter is making a transit in your 10th house initially, which represents your work. Jupiter is also one of the significator. So work environment is likely to improve over the next few days. Between October through December, you could expect a rise in your income, or this transit could be favorable for a rise in your spouse's income. You must do mantra based remedies because Jupiter momentarily will enter your 11th house. Either use mantras related to Mercury, a Vishnu mantra, or a mantra related to Moon in order to maximize this transit. Libra ascendant sign. So what is happening? Jupiter is about to enter Punarvasu Nakshatra. It will make a transit through two signs, Gemini and Cancer. It will enter Cancer in October momentarily, and December it will retrograde back to Gemini. Jupiter for you is the 3rd and the 6th lord. It is a potent malefic, and Jupiter's transit for you is happening in your 9th and the 10th house. So initially it is in the 9th house. So when Jupiter makes a transit in Punarvasu Nakshatra, this nakshatra represents renewal. So those kind of areas, what is going to renew? Jupiter represents your efforts, 3rd house matters, communication, change, 6th house, daily routine, things that you do on a day-to-day basis, your debts, your enemies. So you need a renewal or a refresh of your daily routine, also of your communication systems. Certain karmas with regards to your sibling. This transit could also trigger a change of place, a change of residence, or you could go on long distance journey because mentally it will be supportive for you. So you might get bored with the usual routine, and this is where you need some sort of change. From a work standpoint, from a service standpoint, it is quite a supportive transit. Between October through December, you could expect some progress in your work, in your job, and you will get cooperation of other people. If you establish good relationships at work, if you build your credibility, you will get favors from other people. 9th house and 10th house transit of this Jupiter does call for a karmic level reset, because you need to stick to the path of righteousness. Mentally, you have to prepare yourself in such a manner that you are working towards your action with the best of your capabilities, how you can build your skills and also knowledge at the same time to ensure that you get some significant work related progress during this transit. This transit later between October 2025 till January 2026 will also give you an opportunity to establish your credibility, build your personal brand at work, and most importantly, you should do something for dharma. You must donate to places of worship, you must donate food, you could donate items related to Jupiter as well. Let's say yellow dal, you could donate jaggery, you could donate yellow cloth or similar items to place of worship from a remedial point of view, and may you have a blessed transit. Scorpio ascendant signs. What is happening? Jupiter is going to be entering Punarvasu Nakshatra, which is its own nakshatra, between mid-August 2025 till mid of June 2026. 10 months, Jupiter is going to be in a better dignity because it's its own nakshatra. In the beginning of the video, I explained the significance of Punarvasu Nakshatra. You must watch it. Jupiter for you rules the 2nd and the 5th house. So it plays a very important role in all financial matters. It rules the house of family, Dhan Bhav. It becomes your Dhanesha. Accumulation is seen from this house. This house also represents your storage space, and Jupiter becomes the 5th lord of your future. Positional success. Your children are seen from this house. And this transit of Jupiter is happening through your 8th and the 9th house. Momentarily, Jupiter will also enter your 9th house in October. So Punarvasu Nakshatra represents rebirth, recreation. It is the time when we get second chances in life because Jupiter itself represents Jiva. Jupiter rules the 5th house of children, so also the creativity. So it is a creative rebirth kind of a time for you. You need to heal from any emotional suffering from the past and develop a childlike mind, inquisitive mind. You will be very much inclined towards artistic pursuits. You will build your creativity to better your work progress. This time period could also improve your health because your daily discipline will have great energies. You will be able to overcome your weaknesses. So Jupiter is making a transit through your 8th house. Momentarily, Jupiter will be in its own nakshatra. So mentally, it will help you overcome your weaknesses and give up some of the bad habits to adopt good habits. If you've been looking forward to making a change in your lifestyle, next few months you could bring in a 180-degree change in your lifestyle. So it's a reset kind of a thing. 8th house is transformation. Now you need to reset this transformation and bring in a sense of discipline. Thereafter, Jupiter will enter your 9th house in its exaltation sign of Cancer. It will also go retrograde, but October through December is a very supportive time to go on journeys, travel, because mentally you will be in a better position. You will have more confidence. So that's a good time window for you. You must look at remedying Jupiter, use a Guru mantra in order to channelize these energies or worship Lord Shiva. Sagittarius ascendant signs. Jupiter's transit through Punarvasu Nakshatra, which is its own nakshatra. Jupiter is your first lord and the 4th lord. It rules your ascendant, your lagna. That represents yourself, who you are, your decision making, your intelligence. 4th lord of your happy space, your comfort space, your mother, where you feel most safe, where you feel most protected. Now this transit of Jupiter is happening through your 7th and the 8th house. These are two houses where Jupiter will be making a transit while in its own nakshatra. So it's in a better dignity. It is one of those better transits in the Atichara motion of Jupiter that will bring renewed optimism. There is no space for pessimism now. The world is already becoming a lot pessimistic. Now this nakshatra represents restart, refresh, rebirth, reinitiation. So it represents yourself and your home. Your foundation needs a restart. Your confidence will be restored. If you've been feeling low in terms of confidence, now is the time when you will rebuild your confidence, because Jupiter is also aspecting your ascendant. Though 7th house and 8th house, both these houses are not the most comfortable positions or houses for Jupiter. But this is a very good time for any family related expansion, ancestral properties, inheritances, or similar real estate where your family is involved, your parents are involved, your children are involved, and everyone is involved. So you could probably make some major decisions because mentally it will support you. But you need to continue to build your foundation, because Jupiter for you rules your primary education, which is seen from the 4th house, which is your foundation. It also represents emotions. So you need to build your emotional foundation. You could do some sort of restoration work at your home, renewal, or some sort of repair work or reconstruction of your home or any of your assets that you own over the course of next few months. And between October through December, you can expect some good positive transformation coming in your life. There will be frequent shifts. There will be some sort of unsettled energies, but spiritually it is going to be a great time. Capricorn ascendant sign. So what is happening? Jupiter is moving through Punarvasu Nakshatra between mid-August 2025 till mid of June 2026 for about 10 months. It is going to be in a good dignity. Mentally, it is a supportive transit in the Atichara motion of Jupiter, where there is a rise of pessimism in this world. Jupiter is your 12th and the 3rd lord. It represents your higher self-consciousness, your ability to donate, your losses, expenditure, your sleep, your bed comforts. Also the 3rd lord, who represents your efforts, your valor, your courage, change, communication, your siblings or co-bonds. Jupiter's transit is happening through your 6th and the 7th house. Now in 6th house, Jupiter is still okay, but 7th house, it's not a most comfortable position for Jupiter. So it is time for restoration. because this nakshatra represents restoration, rebirth, reinitiating, restart, and it represents second chances. So you are getting a second opportunity for learning. If there was some sort of obstruction in your education, in your learning, now is the time for you to reinitiate something that you could not complete in the past. This time period will improve your relationship with your siblings if you work towards it. You will have a lot of travel in case your dasha antadasha is supportive, and good travel. Short travels, frequent journeys, and these kind of movements will be absolutely good for you. You also need some sort of emotional healing from the past, and this is where journaling will help. So from a remedial point of view, you write, pen down your thoughts, pen down your wisdom into words, and this will be absolutely a good remedy for you. In case your dasha antadasha is indicative of a movement, this transit could trigger moving houses. You could either move cities, you could move countries as well, because Jupiter is your 12th lord and its transit is in the 6th and the 7th house. So if your dasha antadasha is supportive, this time period could also see you moving countries or moving to a foreign land. From a remedial point of view, you need to continue to strengthen Mercury in your chart, who is the dispositor of Jupiter during this time, maximum amount of time. And remedy Mercury, use a simple Vishnu mantra, that is Om Vishnave Namah, which is Shadakshari or 6 syllable, in order to give yourself the due strength during this time. Aquarius ascendant sign. So what is happening? Jupiter is moving through Punarvasu Nakshatra, which is its own nakshatra. It is going to be in a good dignity over the course of next 10 months, starting 12th of August. Jupiter for you is the 11th lord and the 2nd lord. So it plays a very important role in all financial matters. It shares a friendly relationship and a very respectful relationship with your Lagna lord Saturn. Initially, Jupiter is in the 5th house, where it is also supposed to be the significator. Now it will be in a good dignity. Mentally, it will support you. Punarvasu Nakshatra represents restoration, power. It represents righteousness. It is the strongest of them all from a moral point of view. It is very strong morally. So there is restoration of your income, of your gains, of your financial matters. If you've had certain hardships, certain challenging times from a financial standpoint, now is the time when you will be able to restore. You will be able to reinitiate and find out new ways of earning income, secondary sources of earning income. If you've been thinking of starting a side hustle or a side source that could bring you income, that could bring you some financial gains, this is the time for you. Some old contacts would reappear. These could be your friends, these could be related to your family as well. If there have been some delays in terms of payments, in terms of financial matters, now things will start moving. Particularly when Jupiter will go retrograde, it will make sure that any delays pertaining to your finances, now you would receive the fructification. That means no more delays. So there are reconciliation of some old friendships based on your values. So you would like to build these friendships based on your value system, those people who align with your values. Those who do not align, you would try to stay away from them and create a difference or create a distance from such people. From a remedial point of view, you must look at using mantras related to Mercury. Continue to strengthen Mercury, which will give you the best capacity of making some good decisions for your future. Pisces ascendant signs. What you could expect when Jupiter moves through Punarvasu Nakshatra, which is its own nakshatra for the next 10 months, starting 12th of August 2025. Jupiter rules your 1st house and it rules your 10th house. So it rules your Lagna, your Dhi, your intelligence, who you are, your body, your vitality, your inner power, and also your 10th house, which is your outer power, your work, your actions in the society, your profession, your job, your business, your ability to deal with other people. This house represents kingdom or king-like success. Now this Jupiter will be moving through your 3rd and the 4th houses during this transit. This Jupiter will be moving through your 4th and the 5th house during this transit. Now this is where you have to pay careful attention, because Punarvasu Nakshatra represents second chances, rebirth, recreating your identity is inevitable. So there are two things that are reinitiating: yourself and your work, yourself and your career. So if you've had some identity crisis in the past, now you will rebuild, you will regain your strength, you will build your emotional capability and your self identity as well, and some sort of career related renewal is possible. You might get in touch with your previous employer or those people who you used to work with in the past and try to re-establish those ties or get some favors from such people. There is also a tendency for you to build your further education capabilities. Higher education could be seen during this time, and if you have any education related pursuits, circumstances could be favorable for you. You need to work towards your soul level progress. See, because Jupiter is moving through the 4th house and the 5th house. Between October through December, Jupiter will move through in the 5th house, then it will go retrograde. This time period will see a rise in your income. If you're expecting some sort of monetary growth, incentive, or even a recognition, this time period mentally would support you because your confidence will be on a higher side. You must use mantras either related to Jupiter or Moon in order to build your mental strength and make good decisions with regards to your future. So friends, this was yet another simple, precise nakshatra based transit video on Jupiter's transit in Punarvasu Nakshatra. I hope and believe Jupiter's transit in Punarvasu Nakshatra brings a renewed sense of optimism not only in the world but in our lives as well. Stay tuned for more such videos on my channel. Thank you very much. God bless you all.